nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan nasubok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat
new set of games we are about to witness dito po sa Tanauan City in Batangas. As kanina po, 6 games already gone by. Final set as we see Antipolo going up against itong Batangas. So 3 games po yan, 14, 18, and 16. And let's find out what will be the story. Mas magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Welcome po ulit dito sa 3rd season ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Daphne Cristobal still with Justin Almeda and Justin for this interesting matchup. Mukhang susubukin ulit itong side ng Batangas dahil Antipolo still no records of any loss dito sa ating tournament.
Batangas is gonna need all the help they can get, and buti na lang, they have home court advantage here today.
Again, ito pong side ng Antipolo JY Titans going up against Batangastribu X Boss I. So first, Justin, ang pag-usapan muna natin itong unang koponan on the side of Batangas. So recently, they've been suffering back-to-back losses dito sa ating tournament.
Yes, they won their first game here in the Junior MPBL, pero yun nga, back-to-back losses. Last game was against Binyan, but you like that in that loss, they continue to have that balanced scoring attack. You have Quezon, Mendoza, and De Rojas, putting up double digits. But this team, they are good at creating turnovers for their opponents. Binyan had 23 turnovers that game, but they need to win the battle of the boards. And with those turnovers, if they can convert it into fast break points, then maybe kaya nilang lumaban dito sa Antipolo.
And based on itong last game stats din, impressive din yung naging bench points nila. Pero para sa kabilang panig naman, Justin, on the side of Antipolo.
Well, for Antipolo naman, they also went up against Binyan, one of the powerhouses also in the South Division. Kulang pa nga sila nun eh. They didn't have Chris Paul Lavore, pero no problem for them. They still defeated Binyan in a 16-point margin. So they're really showing that they dominate the South Division, and tingnan natin if makakontinue pa nila yun.
And tingnan natin even kung nandito na nga ba itong si Chris Paul Lavoro ulit sa larong ito. But let's not keep you guys waiting as we turn you over to our venue announcer para makilala natin ang ating starting 5.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for another exciting basketball action here at Gym 1 Poblacion, Tanawan City, province of Batangas. As we begin the consideration of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's the 14th under division featuring the Antipolo JY Titans versus the Batangastribu X Boss I. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Now let us meet the starters, beginning with the Antipolo JY Titans. At guard number 17, Johan Boligan. Also guard number 14, Zali Acela. At 4, number 7, Carl Dagok Tongwan. Also 4, number 3, Dwayne Semyo. Man on the middle, number 15, Charles Navarro. Head coach, Sir Michael Romero. Assisted by Juan D. Velasco, Patrick Bakay, Charles Castellone. Team manager, Rafi Katigbak. Team owner, John Yap. Now let us meet the starters from your Batangastribu X Boss I. At guard number 17, Wayne Gorospe. Also guard number 8, Zion Rojas. At 4, number 9, Nate Quezon. Also forward, number 2, Zion Mendoza. Playing center, number 26, John Jose. Head coach, Sir Michael Sijanko. Assisted by Zed Maninsim, Rob Renegado, Darwin Peña. Team manager, Zed Maninsim. Team owner, Ivan Nokom, Dr. Alan Latson. Our games and results for today's match, Chief Joseph Cleopas, Umpire 1, Don Ramos, Umpire 2, Beng Gismada. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso.
For our Doray team starters sa side ng Antipolo, kasama natin si Buligan, Nasera, Sepnyo, Dokdokan at pati na rin itong si Navarro. Sa kabilang panig naman for Batangas, Gorospe, De Rojas, Quezon, Mendoza, and Jose. Again, first game po para sa ating final set as we'll be witnessing Itong side ng Batanggastribu X Boss ay going up against Antipolo JY Titans. At ito na nga po ang ating 7th game for today. Back-to-back 9 games po tayo. Early whistle blown by our referees.
Oh, so the players, oh, I think Batangas shot on the opposite basket.
Would that be counted if...
Yeah, oh, so the basket will count.
Matry ko nga yan next time.
Baka hindi ka na pabalikin sa court nun.
Wag naman. But you know, for this game, it's the battle, not just in the South Division or in the 14 under division, but also battle of the Coach Michaels sa ating teams, Coach Michael si Janko and Coach Michael Romero.
Magandang matchup to, no? And of course, Batangas having this home court advantage. Pero yun nga, sa sobrang home court, tumira sa court ng kalaban. That is the fourth point of Antipolo.
De Rojas almost losing control of the leather. Pero ito si Mendoza losing connection. You know, you've mentioned about these guys earlier during our pre-game. Isa sa mga consistent contributors, we must say, on the side of Batangas.
No, syempre, talking about itong si Mendoza, no, for Batangas in his previous game. 13 points. Playing really well, also got a couple of steals, 3 rebounds, 2 assists across his name.
Opportunity again here on the side of Antipolo. Again po, so far, wala pa po silang records of any losses. Talking about Antipolo, JOY Titans. So really a strong start here. So alam naman po natin yung 14 under division nila since the first season up to the second one. Ang naging head coach pa niyan was Coach Kim Chua. Maganda na talaga yung pinapakita nila. Kumbaga, laging yan from elimination round, laging undefeated. Pero for some reason, pagdating talaga ng finals, biglang yun yung nagiging scenario nila. Kaya nga back-to-back din na Coach of the Year si Coach Kim Chua. Right now, he's the head coach naman of the 16 under division. Para sinusundan niya yung mga 14 under guys.
Well, still not being able to get over the hump, no? Yung winning a championship. Pero tingnan natin this year, you know, they are in a good position once again.
So new head coach, dati assistant coach lang yan si Coach Mike Romero. Tapos ngayon, he's now calling the shots on their end.
So not just the players developing, no, pati yung coaching staff.
Right now, tabla po tayo at 4. Some ball distributions being made here by the Titans. Defense on point as well for the guys in white. Parang hindi mo mahalatang 14 under division to.
Yan ang maganda sa composition itong Antipolo team. No one really stands out in terms of height. Pero lahat sila parang evenly distributed yung length nila eh. Kaya yun yung one of their advantages on the defensive end.
Sabi nga nila, matatangkad na nga daw kasi ang generations ngayon. Up by 2 points lang amang po itong side ng Antipolo. Although that outside shot was way too off. Meanwhile, Justin, itong side ng Batangas, back-to-back setbacks ang na-experience nila dito.
Yun nga, previous loss nila no, against Binyan. It was I think a 12-point loss.
Yeah. Unable to finish the second time around. This would mean an opportunity here for the guys in white. Although that pass was way too off for De Rojas. Pero still, great eye. Napasobra lang doon. Early substitutions will be necessary here.
Maagang pagbalasa ng mga tao for Coach Mike.
Coach Michael Janko. Coach Michael Romero. Coach Mike na lang tayo sa kanya para di tayo malito. Battle of the Mikes. 5 minutes and 52 seconds. More than 4 minutes gone by dito sa ating unang chapter. Several missed opportunities here for the guys in blue. Ano naman, Batangas, so far parang hilig din nila sa takbuhan, I must say.
Oh, and got hit on the face there. Number 17, si Johan Buligan.
Still down on the floor, and you heard him scream.
Yung momentum kasi ng one of the Batangas players straight into his forehead, no?
Still down right now. Hope he's all good.
Diretso kasi sa yung impact no? Parang pasalubong.
Pero it wasn't intentional naman. Nakita mo na. Nagkasalubong lang talaga. So again, that's Johan Buligan.
We have the medical team quickly assisting itong si Buligan.
On the other side naman for Team Batangas, they're just utilizing this time. Talk things over early here.
You like how Batangas answered that quick 4-0 run ng Antipolo.
Pero in this quick lull, pagbabalik po ulit ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Welcome back to the first quarter of this ball game. Antipolo with the splash kontra Batangas. Quick lull as Johan Buligan was assisted on the sidelines. And later on, makikibalita po tayo kung anong nangyari. Let's all hope it's nothing serious.
And hopefully, so just maybe just got shaken up itong si Johan Buligan.
Much needed conversion again here for Antipolo as they are trying to pull away with this 4-point lead that they have.
Getting a couple of steals there, pero on that second time, not being able to convert was Antipolo.
Four minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
So the ball now is with Batangas. They turn the ball over once again.
Rebound. Battle for the leather. Batangas has it. Two guys right in front. Unable to finish though. Opportunity again here for Antipolo. You know, so far dito sa Batangas, parang nahihirapan din sila makapag-convert ng puntos earlier in the first.
Well, they are getting stops on the other end, pero yun nga, hindi lang sila nakaka-convert. And that was what we were talking about, yung length nitong Antipolo JY Titans. Most of their players really just have long wingspans. Nakakakuha sila ng agaw and they can disrupt those floaters in front of them.
Pero Justin, parang observing itong lineup ng Antipolo, still no Crispon Lavore on their end.
I wonder why he hasn't been playing for Antipolo in the past two games.
Launching that one as Gilio also missing that the second time around. Battle for the loose ball. Foul will be called. Love the sportsmanship here between these two players of Batangas and Antipolo. That's Sepnyo. And ito nga si Gilio.
Oh, both players really diving for that basketball. You love seeing that kind of action from both teams.
But if you're Batangas, coming from back-to-back losses, you're going up against a team na syempre wala pang records of any loss. Sa tingin mo, how would they want to really start the first 2 quarters, I must say? Ngayon, syempre maaga pa naman.
Oh, maganda yung ginagawa ng Batangas that, they are running down on defense. Nakakuha sila ng stops. Pero it's just the conversions on the other end. They are struggling with the length of this Antipolo team.
Yeah, with that height difference, I must say, speed could really pave the way on the side of Batangas if they want to get this bounce-back victory on their hand.
At the same time, itong Antipolo, even though they are the taller team, mabibilis din eh.
Kita mo dito sa Batangas, they're actually patient with their shots as well. Nakikita mo naman nandun yung pag-strive nila. Di naman din silang takot to drive on the lane or to go for those outside shots. Parang medyo hindi lang talaga pumapasok yung mga shots nila.
Yeah, credits to the defense of the Titans. Pero just give it a while. Diba? Maybe the nerves are just trying to settle in. Home court nga sila ngayon.
Although ito, rare miscommunication here between Materiliana and Dimanlig.
Medyo pang twister yun
Kaya nga, actually, try kong basahin yung mga surnames ng medyo challenging talaga siya on the side of Antipolo.
So now the ball is the Titans.
Up by 2 points pa rin itong side ng Antipolo. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Gilio has it. Great eye on the side. Coach Michael very specific again with his instructions on the side. Nakikita mo talagang gusto niya yung ball distribution na nangyari. Caught dancing the wrong song itong si De Rojas. Really see, ito yung hand gesture kumbaga ni Coach Michael, si Janko of Batangas. Yung pass na hinahanap niya for the team. Kaya nakikita mo talaga, they're really trying to go for that best shot.
Yeah, really wants him to share the basketball. And the saying na mas mabilis talaga ang bola kaysa sa pagbaba ng tao eh.
Speaking of ball movement, it's also happening here on the side of Antipolo. Unable, sorry miss. Opportunity here, nagmamadali itong Batangas. Will they be able to secure this one? And one! Just love the celebration here on the side for Coach Michael Sijanko. I mean, it's early here in the first quarter, pero yung energy din as a head coach, syempre kahit papano yung mga bata in the 14 under, mahahawa din yan. And that's gonna be our pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted move.
Kita mo dun, no? Once again, the length of the Titans. It was just a great defense pero better offense on the side of Batangas.
Anton Cueto completing the 3-point play on their end. Final 45 seconds of this ball game. Tabla po tayo at 8. Antipolo, tingnan natin kung babalik sa kanila ang kalamangan dito. Offensive rebounds, third time around. That's gonna be his charm. Talking about ito si Alden Octavio. Basket and one. Palitan po tayo ng foul-counted moves. And again, ito naman po ating pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted move on the side of Antipolo, JY Titans. Alden Luis Octavio with a chance to complete this 3-point opportunity. Yes, he was able to do so.
Swishes that free throw, putting himself at the right place at the right time. 3 white shirts around him. Siya pa nakakuha ng offensive rebound and an end-one basket.
25 seconds remaining here in the first chapter. How will Antipolo try to finish things up? Foul. Some contact drawn here.
Nasundutan. So that is Daniel Puno. Daniel Puno going to the line for 2 free throws.
18 seconds remaining na lang dito sa laro ito. Let's see if we could make the second one.
Sorry, that's Diman League.
Traveling ang tinawag dito. Batangas behind by 2 points. Final 15 seconds. Let's see if they will try to capitalize this as their last possession in the first chapter. Right on top of the key. Go for that corner 3. Way too strong. And it's gonna be a wrap here in our first chapter. Just up by 2 points. Itong Antipolo JY Titans as Batangas. Taking things slowly. They're trying to be patient. Ito po ang ating Chef's Magic first quarter highlights.
And that first quarter, the length of Antipolo coming into play there. You know, it was a slow start by Batangas, pero you like how they slowly climbed back into this lead. And it's only a 2-point deficit right now.
So at the end of our first quarter, 10-8 po ang ating score. What will be the story in the second quarter later on? Just a one-possession ball game at the end of our first chapter. Great start, I must say, on the side of Batangas, especially na di mo mararamdaman na may intimidation or may sort of, parang nababother sila, parang walang ganong sense of feeling kontra dito sa Antipolo na walang records of any losses.
At saka nakita natin yung previous shot na yun. Ang ganda nung, one of the players of Batangas really challenging the defense and naka-end one pa siya. So really no fear for the home team.
9 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Pero dun sa first chapter na yun, no, we saw 4 straight points on Antipolo, tapos quick to answer back. Itong Batangas, and you would really love the hustle. Siyempre, kung back-to-back losses ka, maganda na ganito yung energy na pinapakita mo dito sa larong ito early in the first.
No, kita mo na the kids really just want to fight and get another victory after losing 2 straight.
What a spin, a great height advantage. Again, I think he's one of the tallest players on the side of Batangas.
It's number 26, no? Para sa Batangas.
That's Jose.
Zildjian Jose.
Zildjian Sebastian Jose scoring his first 2 buckets, but already with 2 rebounds as well.
On the other hand, nasagot naman.
Naka full court press na rin itong side ng Antipolo JY Titans in terms of their defense and causing a turnover dito sa side ng Batangas. Hindi na naitawid yung bola sa kabilang side.
So once again, that full court press causing turnovers for Batangas. Antipolo just not being able to take full advantage of it.
Offensive rebound again. Second opportunity here for the guys in blue. That jumper, that's going to be off. Chavez has the leather here, showing some handles. I must say mismatch in terms of height, but that wouldn't a problem.
Pero Antipolo no, sa kabilang end, 3 attempts na hindi nakashoot.
Antipolo up here by 3 points. 3 seconds to shoot dito. Causing a turnover. Fast break naman para sa Antipolo. And they'll be successful with Jacob Tupet. Great intention on that one with that steal, and also a bucket to go for their team, making this a 5-point game, forcing for Coach Michael Sijanko to call for some time. That is our fast break. Brought to you by itong si Jacob Dupet for Antipolo GY Titans. Timeout muna tayo. Welcome back. Dito pa rin po tayo sa ating second quarter. Coach Michael Sijanko of Batangas calls for some time dahil ayaw niya na magpatuloy yung momentum na meron itong Antipolo. Slowly pulling away. They're up here by 5. At ngayon, 2 shots from the line.
Oh, great use of that timeout. No? Kita niya na nagkaka-momentum na tong Antipolo. And you don't want this game to slip away right away. No? Because pag nakabuelo na tong Antipolo, hirap na nilang habulin.
And now, Darren Christian set nyo. Will have some 2 shots. Tingnan natin kung makukomplete niya yun. Although missing the first one. You know, for Batangas, very detailed. Itong si Coach Michael Sijanko, I must say. Siyempre, magandang tawag din ng timeout yun para, alam mo, hindi na kasi, baka kasi ang mangyari dyan, patuloy yung momentum ng Antipolo. Mas mahirapan silang maghabol in the latter part.
And they should consider themselves lucky na rin, no? Kasi Antipolo had so many attempts na hindi pumapasok. So it could have even been a double-digit lead by now if more of those shots were falling for the blue shirts.
Meanwhile, another turnover here on the side of Batangas, something that they really have to limit here. Still a 6-point game as Riley Demanleg will be initiating the offense for Antipolo. Jumpers way too good here. As ito, Rafael Sabio chipping in some points for his team. Also, another conversion on their end. Agaw na naman para sa Antipolo. Sabio, nagmamadali.
And the lead is already double digits now. So even with that timeout, adjustments, and that timeout not being effective.
Meanwhile, tingnan natin paano sasagot itong Batangas. They got to stop the bleeding here. Someone must really step up.
So 11 points na agad ang na-score nitong Antipolo in the second quarter. Only 2 points for Batangas.
Vegas lead already at 12 here. Chavez, much needed bucket here, making this a 9-point ball game.
Oh, that was indeed a big basket, to stop the bleeding for Batangas.
Official score natin 22-13. 14 seconds to shoot para sa Antipolo. Better defense para sa Batangas. Sorry miss, pero yung offensive rebounds din. Ball secured here for the guys in white.
Dami rin mga sorry misses ng Antipolo, no?
Parang every time na ngayong second quarter na sinusubukan magmadali itong side ng Batangas, parang medyo nararattle na rin sila. That would mean error on their end. Villarosa, itawid nila ang bola dito. Opportunity again here for the guys in blue. As Riley Demanlig.
So Antipolo using that the weapon that Batangas needs to be effective here, yung mga fast break transition points. Batangas should really look to do the same thing on the other end.
And I think if you're Batangas, despite that height difference, gotta box out if you want to get those rebounds offensively or even defensively.
And Batangas has to be more physical.
Yeah.
Diba? They need to, not really dirty, pero kailangan nila mas maging, parang
May
papakita
extra
nila.
push, yeah.
Oo na, alam mo, bahay namin to eh.
Taga dito kami.
Oh.
Dayo lang kayo, di ba? Parang pag
Oh.
dayo. Usually, ganun. May sense of pride. But of course, this is 1400 division. Medyo, yun talaga, as the league progresses or yung games pa na malalaro nila, doon nila mas may experience pa yung literal na games na, okay, ito pala. Ganito pala yung mga kaedadan ko.
Pero yung sa eye test, no, when you look at both these teams, they really don't look like, it doesn't look like we're watching a 14 and under bracket.
More of parang 16 type siya no? 4 minutes na lang tayo dito sa ating second quarter. With Batangas still behind here by 13 points.
Siyempre, itong Batangas, no, they only have a 1-2 record, pero yung mga nakalaban naman nila, mga malalakas din dito sa division natin.
Hindi ako nagkakamali para sa side na Antipolo. Last game, prior makalaban nila itong Binyan. 18 under nila, suffered from their first loss last game. Pero yung 14 and 16, parang wala pa rin talo yan. So, ang maganda dun sa side ng Antipolo, ang nakalaban na rin nila agad, yung mga malalakas na teams. So, they were able to compete against Palawan, Binyan, mga big teams na mga kilala na from last season, na maganda rin yung naging outing nila dun.
Kumbaga, mga consistent top contenders of their bracket.
Tapos early in the elimination round, parang natalo na nila agad.
Kumbaga, natetest na nila agad yung sarili nila. Pero oo nga, sa 18 and under division, no, Antipolo getting their first loss against Binyan.
20-14, ating score so far. On top by 14 po. Itong side na Antipolo. Speaking of those rebounds, this time, a chance here for the guys in white. They're running their way through. Crashes inside. Draws contact. That's what we want for them. That speed, that agility that they have, that they could take advantage. But right now, we got some courtside stories coming from Danae. Danae, what do you have for us?
Johan Bulgani unfortunately got hit from the elbow by the opponent directly to the bridge of his nose. Johan feels okay enough and still wants to play after icing the bridge of his nose, but as per Team Antipolo's assistant coach, Charles Castellone, he will now be excluded for today's game for him to be able to rest. Back to you, Daphne and Justin.
Thank you so much, Danae, for that quick update. Very insightful. And it's nice to hear na okay naman itong si Johan Boligan. But, well, great call din for Assistant Coach Charles na ipagpahinga na lang itong si Johan. Sorry, medyo may hangover ako dun sa report ni Dani. Galing
Yung Dani tsaka na lang na mix up mo lang, no? Di ba?
Galing mo dun.
Oo, di ba? Siyempre, babaka pa kita. Pero congrats, first report ni Dani.
I'm so proud.
Siyempre, nagtuturo ka rin eh, so...
Wait lang, yung cake yun niya natanggal. Ba't ka tumatawa?
Hindi, wala.
Hindi, sabihin ko lang kay... Sumo ko lang kay cake yun. Cake yung shoes mo medyo.
Baka mahilig lang siya sa half size up, no? Para tumagal-tagal naman yung sapatos ko naman, no?
Cake yung Adidas mo, tatanggal sa sapatos. Natatanggal sa paa ng player. Natatanggal sa sapatos.
Ito, cake yan.
Right now, a timeout will be called here on the side of Batangas. At lamang pa rin po itong Antipolo by 12 points. still in command for this ball game. Itong Antipolo, GY Titans by 12 points. Timeout necessary on their end. Well, several opportunities from that offensive rebound, and this time that will work courtesy of itong si John Cedric Marquez.
Oh, and unforced turnover for Batangas. Pa-inbound agad ng bola. Stepping on the line.
After that timeout with less than just a minute ngayon, another one. Quick pause muna tayo. Back in action here in the second quarter of this ball game. Still the 14-under showdown between Antipolo and itong ating home court team, Batangas.
So far, the advantage going to the visiting team. They are showing that they are very dominant. This may be Batangas' home court, but this is our home league, sabi ng Antipolo.
Well, I like that you mentioned about Antipolo. Just really, I must say, considering this as their home league because they've been here from the first season. Sinalo kita.
Mukha pa lang may basihan yung sinabi ko. Totoo lang, di naman nila sinabi yun. Ginawa ko lang. Pampaganda.
He's on here in the free throw area. Again, siya rin po ang isa sa mga main guys for Coach Michael Sijanko. Nate Yuan Quizon with his 15-point output last game despite that loss kontra Binyan with 8 rebounds and 2 assists. Whistle blown by our referee. Not the cleanest defense, I must say. So may tapik daw.
A bit too near, maybe the landing spot. Mga minor errors lang, by Batangas.
First basket wouldn't be good here.
Quite a low scoring quarter we have here.
Siguro, siguro dun just din sa nangyari dun sa last game kasi for the 14 under for Mindoro. Kita natin, ang taas kasi ng scoring nila. Mindoro kontra Muntinlupa. For 8 now, still struggling in terms of those offensive rebounds. Itong Batangas, finally, they'll have some feels of the leather.
Saka mas defensive-oriented tong dalawang teams na to.
And they love those fast break opportunities for both of these teams. Parang automatic, if masisecure nila yun, yun yung magiging intention nila.
So once again, Antipolo was able to draw the foul. That is John Cedric Marquez. Of course, Cedric Marquez was that best player against Binyan. 16 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals.
Cedric Marquez, meanwhile, also almost a double-double output for him last game. So 16 points, 9 rebounds, may bonus assist pa.
Namasa ka pa.
Namasa.
Kinapos lang ng isang rebound, no? Emerging as one of the main scorer for Antipolo, syempre with the absence of Chris Paul Laborde.
40 seconds remaining, draws contact. This time, Antipolo naman ang matatawagan ng foul. But just really appreciate covering for 14 under guys. Kasi grabe din yung support talaga ng parents nila. Kahit malalayo yung games, you would see here on the sidelines. Mom nila, yung mga dad nila. As in yung family nila, sinusuportahan talaga sila kahit malalayo yung venue. So, quick shoutout po sa parents sa mga players natin.
Siyempre, parents din ng mga bida natin, no? As our tagline says dito sa Junior MPBL.
40 seconds na lamang po dito sa ating second quarter. Sorry, miss. Great security of the leather for John Cedric Marquez. Not the best connection there. Another opportunity here for Antipolo. Driving on the lane. Unable to finish. Second time around. No foul will be called. If you're Batangas, you would want to maximize this one.
Doble na ang lamang ng Antipolo.
16-point game. Peña has it. Top of the key ang bola para sa side ng Batangas. Unable to connect. Antipolo will try to finish strong. A whistle blown, offensive rebound again. They love taking the shots the second or the third time around for Antipolo, GY Titans.
That was another basket para kay Marquez.
Final second po ng ating second chapter. And up by 18 points. Itong Antipolo. Inbound play. May oras pa, but ito, si Reyes unable to get that one in. But regardless, her team is in a massive lead at the end of our second quarter. At ito ng ating Chef's Magic second quarter highlights.
Well, a really slow start here sa second quarter para sa Batangas, only limiting themselves to 8 points. On the other end, Antipolo just finding so much rhythm in that quarter, giving themselves that fast break attack, scoring 23.
At the end of our first two quarters, 34-16 lamang po ng 18 points itong Antipolo GY Titans. (34-16) is our halftime score. Lamang po by 18 points itong Antipolo GY Titans. During the first quarter, mas dikitan po ang mangyayari, but during the second quarter, I must say they were able to pull away, preventing itong Batangas to score by just 8 points nung second quarter.
Oh, and looking at our halftime stats, no? Well, it was really the turnover battle. No? 20 turnovers para sa Batangas and only 8 for Antipolo. Of course, domino effect yan. No? Steals in favor of Antipolo as well, 12-2. And points of turnovers, 18 para sa Antipolo, 2 for Batangas. And points in the paint, 28 compared to 8 only for the side of the white shirts.
Laki ng naging disparity doon, especially dun sa points in the paint. That goes to show Antipolo trying to maximize yung height advantage talaga na meron sila. But we were also highlighting this during the first two quarters, Justin, the importance of yung itong side ng Batangas for them to take advantage yung kanilang speed kasi nga sila yung smaller guys.
Oh, pero it seems like it's Antipolo who is doing that strategy. You know, sila yung tumatakbo and they are getting those extra points, those easy points, which should be the game plan of Batangas.
And ngayon nga, yung bench players din ng Batangas dito only contributing so far with 5. Tingnan natin kung mas magigising sila dito later on sa ating third quarter. Pero in terms of fast break points, wala pa nga nako-convert na ganun itong side ng Batangas.
Hihirapan talaga sila sa, you know, these guys from Antipolo. They like to run back down on defense. You know, they always have a hand up on those shots, and nga, limiting them to 0 fast break points. Baka meron talagang advantage, no, pag tumatakbo ka sa mga uphill.
Siyempre, sa Antipolo, marami yan.
Oo.
Mukhang doon sila laging nagjo-jogging. Pero, remembering correctly, sa side ng Antipolo, yung mga players din nila, may mga homegrown talents, pero meron din talagang, you know, way south, way north pa, na dumadayo talaga sila dun sa trainings na meron sila. But now it's time for a fan of the game. We've spotted someone in the crowd who has been cheering non-stop, full of energy and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fans of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea, the goodness of iced tea without the sugar. So, probably I'm assuming she's one of the moms of the players here. Meron pa siyang dalang bunsong kid, I must say. Meron pa silang refreshing True Tea Iced Tea while enjoying itong basketball action happening here in the Junior MPBL.
Sarap na talaga ng iced tea ngayon. Huh?
True Tea.
Iced tea without the iced tea.
Sorry, kala ko. Iba pala yun.
Oo.
True Tea with no iced tea.
Ano yun? Wrong mistake.
No mistake. And now third quarter resumes here in the Junior MPBL. 7th game na po tayo. Still in command of this game, Antipolo GY Titans by 18 big points. How will Batangas try to create a mini run here to stop the bleeding?
That is a great way to start the first half. That is Jose. Yeah, Jose with the offensive rebound and the stick back. Dalawang kakampi doon, nagkabanggaan.
Medyo a collision on the side of Antipolo. Great feed underneath, but losing connection. Pasigan has it. Lopez has the leather here. I like how they try to maximize everyone first getting down para hindi maging 4 shots yung mangyari sa kanila. Great attempt from that shot. Antipolo meanwhile, nagmamadali on their end. Great drop pass. But just not the best finish. But great cleanup naman for Luke Samuel Paracha.
Nice way to stick with the play, offensive board. And Lopez did not see his big man Jose wide open under.
Foul for the loose ball. Bola po para sa side ng Batangas. So observing itong first minute na nilalaro ng Batangas. Gusto talaga din nila ma-maximize yung bola dito.
There. Multiple times that you know, you had someone rim running and getting open. Finally this time they realized that and hitting that big man running down the floor.
Mukhang inuunti-unti tayo dito ng Batangas. I hope this could be a beginning of something on their end. Great steal on their end. Although Lopez, nagmamadali na bumaba doon. Nagawan sila ng bola. Right now, opportunity for them to counter once again. What a solid block though.
What a block.
Guy Lord Cedric Reyes says, not in your home.
No, no, no.
No, no, no. This is your home, but not here.
Your home my league nga eh, diba?
You're too comfortable in your home. 16-point game. Earlier, the lead was at 18. Jose has the leather. Cueto.
Another block.
Deflected again. Several blocks here for Antipolo GY Titans. Just stopping itong side ng Batangas to get the confidence here in the third. Pasigan with that defense. Great fake. Oh, foul was called here by our referee, and that spin will work. This time coming from Marquez.
One of the usual suspects para sa Antipolo. Marquez, extra 2 points.
Meanwhile, quick to answer naman itong si Anton Cueto with that one-hander. Gotta stick to that defense if you're Batangas. If you want to build up a momentum in here, battle for the loose ball. Marquez again.
Size advantage talaga ng Antipolo. No? Kitang-kita natin.
Pasigan. Cross contact, snatching for a foul. That would mean chance for him to complete a 3-point play so far. Etong si Pasigan. Aldrey Pasigan with 2 points. Make this a 4-point game for him. At itong ating pound for pound fitness foul counted move.
Basic yung galaw. Eh? Great patience para kay Pasigan. Pump fake, drawing the foul. Extra 1 point.
So 5 points para dito kay Pasigan. I'm still waiting for itong si Zildjian Jose to have a spectacular performance on this game. Kailangan talaga yung presensya na dito from rebounds and from his scoring.
Oh, you would want him to start running and try to get more involved on the offensive end since siya nga may pinaka, the biggest height advantage.
Although that will be another error here on the side of Batangas. So 15 points lang hinahabol nila dito. Still long way to go dito sa ating second half.
Once again, feeding the ball down to the painted area and one basket. That is Trabado.
So that's CJ Trabado, usual average at 6.8 points per game. Another bucket here for CJ Trabado. Meanwhile, Coach Mike Romero shuffling his players out.
Hindi naman 5-man substitution, no? Parang last game eh.
Ganun.
Oo, sa Mindoro, palima-lima eh.
5 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Great feed underneath. Was unable to get that finish. Pero foul lang itatawag kontra dito kay Navarro. Probably there was sort of a frustration on his end with that miss. Kaya he was determined enough to snatch the leather back on their end. But for Antipolo, they are up here big time at 18.
Daming mga sorry misses ng Antipolo eh. No?
Ito naman on the side of Antipolo as Alvaro Mendoza draws contact. Push and foul ang tinawag ng ating referee. Well, speaking of the attempts, dami-dami na nga para sa side ng Antipolo. Actually, 58 attempts na. From the field, 90 now to 58. Compared dun sa 26 lang na opportunities to score para sa side ng Batangas. Parang try lang ng try, more chances.
Oo. Really curious to see the turnover and steals number as Antipolo has been getting a lot of steals in the backcourt.
We go for that corner three. Much needed bucket here on the side of Batangas. As Cueto will try to step up big time on their end.
Nice lefty three para kay Cueto.
Meanwhile, miscommunication there on the side of Antipolo. That was the Gokdokan.
So 24 turnovers na itong Batangas. And steals naman on the end of Antipolo. 16 steals.
4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here. De La Rosa has it. They go for that pass on the left side. Cueto with it. Ngayon, pinasa niya na rin. One-hander. Way too off. Antipolo maximizing their shot clock after securing that one. They're still in the upper hand. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Sepnyo has it. Big zone defense here on the side of Batangas. But 3-point shot, that will work here for Antipolo GY Titans. Zania Serra be chipping in 3 points on their end.
And just great patience on the offensive end, using most of the shot clock with 6 seconds left. Getting a 3-pointer.
Again, Zania Serra launching the 3-point shot here in the third.
Of course, one of the starters for Antipolo was Acera earlier.
19-point lead para sa side ng Antipolo GY Titans. Lamang pa rin po dito Antipolo. Great steal. Pero out of bounds ang tinawag. But you would love that hustle by Gilio. Para lang din makat yung speed at yung momentum na pinapakita dito on their end. Mendoza with that inbound play.
Na-late lang ng onte, no? Was there a bit earlier? Could have been a fast break.
8 seconds to shoot po. Para sa Antipolo, GY Titans, everyone from the team was actually asking for the leather.
Both players diving for that basketball. I believe that was Gilio.
Fast break opportunity here for the guys in blue. And successful with that layup.
Another steal para sa Antipolo. Sepnyo with a fast break layup.
Meanwhile, itong Batangas a bit stuck at 28. Another steal. Grabing pag-aagaw ng bolang ginagawa dito ng Antipolo. Salvaro Mendoza, manimigurado.
Antipolo just really showing us that they are the top contender here in the 14 and under bracket. Kung pinaghahandaan talaga nila, since they lost in the finals last time.
New set of players even without Chris Paul Avore on their end. Deep bench for Coach Mike Romero. Sepnyo launching that 3, way too off. Offensive rebound secured, and a foul will be called against Rain Gorospe.
Kita mo talaga na Antipolo just wants this game a lot more than Batangas. Always the first one to those loose balls, grabbing offensive rebounds, and yun nga, yung full court press nila.
So itong Antipolo still undefeated here on this league. 5 straight wins for them. A minute and 20 seconds na lamang po. So far, ang nagiging top scorer na nila itong si John Cedric Marquez for Antipolo, averaging 11 points per game. Gorospe losing control of the leather. Gandang agaw ang ginagawa dito ng Antipolo, not giving them the easy shots or the easy way to handle the leather. Final 63 seconds remaining.
Someone got a little bit hurt here sa elbow, that's Villaroso.
Hope it's nothing serious here for Villarosa, who will be subbed out first and will remain on the sidelines.
Medic team natin, medyo napapaano, extra work today.
for this game specifically. 50 seconds na lamang po. Batangas, much needed steal. To give a quick pause for this run being made by Antipolo. Shot clock winding down at 10. Lopez, top of the key, one-hander. Unable to finish. Agawan sila ng bola from that offensive rebound.
Even both teammates, miscommunication there. It's between Mendoza.
Final 20 seconds of the ball game dito sa ating third quarter. 51-28 po ang ating score. 10 seconds to shoot for Antipolo. They go to Sepnio. Will he launch that one? Nope. With that dish. Too short. Underneath. As Daniel Puno. At doon na po natatapos ang ating third quarter sa larong ito. Still, remaining consistent itong Antipolo JY Titans, taking a glimpse of our Chef's Magic third quarter highlights.
Well, in that third quarter, medyo nagkakaroon ng a little bit more success for Batangas, scoring 12 points compared to 8 in the opening quarters. But it has been all Antipolo so far. Yeah, that balanced attack and full court press. That's why they're leading now by 25 points to close the third.
53-28 po at the end of our third quarter. Final 10 minutes of the ball game. 25-point lead po para sa side ng Antipolo. Sepnio trying to enter strong here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Sinecure nila agad dito. Second time around. That wouldn't work. Finally, some touch on the side of the guys in white. Kizon with a dish. Better ball distribution here. Ball movement on the side of Batangas. Not the best finish. Great sacrifice to allow that ball to be alive here. From the corner. Off the glass. Gross contact. May foul na tinawag ang ating referee.
But on the other end, though, it was Jose who grabbed that defensive board for them. I really just want to see him be more aggressive for Batangas. He is definitely one of those players that can help them as they really need his height.
First one, again, will be a miss here. You know, for Antipolo, GY Titans, observing their lineup, even without Crispo Lavore, yung puntos nila, kalat. And I think, no, just less than 3 players. Yung nagiging, yung wala pang masuscore or natutulong dito. Pero makikita mo yung mga intangibles in terms of steals, meron din silang ambag. That goes to show how strong and reliable their system is.
And even checking the rebound department, no? 26 offensive rebounds. So more than half of their rebounds coming from the offensive end. Goes to show that length talaga, no? So they're also very active. You know, they move their feet laterally. Always staying in front of their defenders and nauuna pa sa mga loose balls.
Ganda siguro ng ng program nila in terms of their footwork.
Saka yung conditioning nila.
Conditioning. 8 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. Possession here on the side of Antipolo. Losing control of the leather. Draws contact once again. But observing itong ating stats, sabi nga natin several ball deflections ang ginagawa dito ng Antipolo with 5 blocks.
Just getting a hand on that basketball on the defensive end.
5 blocks dun sa nag-iisang block dito sa side ng Batangas. Meanwhile, 19 steals. Imagine how many times they were able to stop itong Batangas.
Nahihirapan nga sila itawid ng half court eh.
For the Batangas team also, parte na yan ng Junior MPBL since Season 1. Both of these squads. De Rojas with a dish. They go for the 3-point shot. That would work. Bola nakuha agad dito ng Antipolo. 54-29 po. And it seems like sila pa yung naghahabol dito, especially with that speed that they have been showcasing here. Jacob Dupet with that finish.
Parang sila pa yung may sense of urgency, no?
Just love that. Always disregarding the scoreboard. Sukno as well will try to help their team out. And that will force itong si Coach Michael to call for some time here on their end, especially with this fast break opportunities being capitalized for Antipolo. GY Titans, Dupet with that finish. Timeout muna tayo. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. At ito na po, some fans supporting dito sa Tanauan sa Team Batangas, trying to really support itong mga young gunners in the Junior MPBL. At the end of our weekend this Sunday, most of these kids, pasokan na po. Balik eskwelahan na sila. For sure, ibang players dito bukas. May mga pasok pa rin.
Yung best indicator nga natin na may pasok na yung buhok ni Alfaro kanina.
Yun talaga yun. Kasi parang a week ago or 2 weeks ago, may kulay pa yun.
No.
Ngayon, back to black na. Parang
Black.
less than a month lang. Less than a month lang,
Oo
no?
nga eh.
Super quick lang.
Tinanong ko rin yun sa mga kaibigan ko may anak na. Naiba ba yung school calendar natin? Sabi niya, no, parang bumabawi lang daw sila for yung pandemic.
Yeah. I think yung iba kasi, usually kasi naging pasokan na rin is around August talaga. Parang ginagawa nila at par in international systems in terms of education. Pero ngayon, binabalik na nila dito kasi yung init ng summer, hindi naman din kaya ng ibang schools. Specifically din for public schools, mas gusto nila na yung usual na lang kapag summer, nasa bahay talaga yung mga April or May. Kaya karamihan talaga back to school na ngayong June.
Okay, mahirap na naman.
Pero hindi ako taga-DepEd.
Tatawagin sana kitang teacher eh.
6 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here. And Sepnyo will be called for traveling here. Taking accountability with that error committed. Sepnyo here with 3 points on this ball game. As Aiden Martiliana, meanwhile, will chip in more points on their end, scoring his first bucket here.
Previous possession, another turnover. Another steal by Antipolo.
.31 ang kalamangan dito sa side ng Antipolo. Launching the 3 was Cueto. Fast break opportunity, almost losing connection. As Martiliana acknowledging na nakababa na agad yung depensa dito ng Batangas. Dupet with the dish. No screen granted here against two guys. Way too off. Whistle blown. It's gonna be against one of the players here for Batangas. Oh, that's gonna be against Plata.
Masyado na malalim yung tira ni Martiliana kanina. It's just too much, like way under the rim. Hit the board below.
Not the usual outing though for Nate Yuan Quizon of Batangas. Averaging 11 points per game, but right now he is limited at 2 points. But still 5 minutes and 21 seconds remaining. He could also be the missing link here for Batangas.
Antipolo just really putting on the clamps. Great defensive clinic pinapakita ng Titans.
Meanwhile, ito naman si De Rojas will be scoring his 9th point on this ball game. Halfway through na po tayo ng ating 4th quarter. Still up on his feet itong si Coach Mike Romero despite this wide lead that they have on their end.
Still trying to coach his boys, no?
Cueto has the leather here. He got 5 hands. Being harassed by 2 players from Antipolo. Forcing another turnover. Itong side na Antipolo kontra Batangas. Out of bounds ang itatawag ng ating referees. Pero bola mananatili sa side ng Antipolo. With 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in here. But for Coach Mike Romero, he doesn't want to settle for less. Timeout muna ang ipapatawag niya. Up by 30 points ito Antipolo GOY Titans with Coach Mike Romero calling for the time. I think they were eyeing for a specific play in that sequence but unable to do so. 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Cueto, the main floor director here on the side of Batangas. Great defense here on the side of Antipolo. The floater wouldn't work. Opportunity again here for Antipolo, GOY Titans.
Simula talaga ng second quarter, no? It has been all Antipolo so far. They have not shied away from that full court press.
Flying his way in. Great drive on the lane. So that was Darren Sepnio. Sidestep move, trying to fool the defenders. Third team foul here on the side of Batangas for Antipolo. Meron silang 2 team fouls as of the moment. Although Aiden Martiliana will be missing the first one. Let's see if he could try to redeem himself in the second time around. Still, no conversion from the line. Marquez signaling for these guys to maximize this shot clock. Another 3-point shot here on the side of Antipolo.
What a clinic itong Antipolo. They're putting on a clinic here. Very interesting talaga yung sinabi mo sa akin, no, na they are struggling. Parang maganda yung pinapakita nila all throughout pero nahihirapan sila pagdating ng playoffs.
Lagi yun, simula first season to second season.
I wonder kung ano yung adjustment na kailangan nilang gawin doon, no?
Well, this third time or third season be their charm. Dahil nga first 2 seasons na nangyari yun. Imagine entering the quarterfinals for Antipolo. They were undefeated. Parang nasuffer lang ata nila yung loss from the national finals in the North Division last season. For the 14 under specifically. Marami sa players nila na pumunta na rin sa ibang teams. Pero yung iba sa kanila, karamihan din, nasa 16 under division.
Nakita ko dito sa team ng Antipolo sa 14 and under. You know, parang they don't have a star player, you know. Parang everyone contributes for them, pero pag dumating sa mga moments na kunwari, you need one player to give you a basket, hindi ko ma-pinpoint kung sino yung magiging tahonid for them.
Kasi siguro anyone could really contribute on the side of Antipolo. Well, siguro early in the league, masasabi natin it has been Crispo Lavore with, I'm not pretty sure, pero parang 2 games na nga siya wala dito. Mas makikita mo yung involvement talaga ng ibang players. You know, sometimes, diba, sinasabi nga nila blessing in disguise yung kapag may isang player na unavailable, other players could really shine.
That's what I saw yesterday, no, from the Pasig team. Yung sa 18 and under. Their main guy was Andrew Chio, pero he had to exit the first quarter with 2 fouls right away, and everyone started to chip in for them. However, natalo lang sila kahapon, pero sila Wesley Yu started to catch fire. You had forgot the other players who produced for them, pero you know, everyone started to step up.
And just like itong side ng Antipolo, JY Titans, we're talking about this team, and right now, really, almost everyone scoring here on this ball game.
Check na natin.
2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining here in the final chapter. Launching a 3.
So everyone getting points here except for Reyes and si Buligan, who of course was had to sit out due to that nose injury.
For right now, Batangas will be calling for some quick pause here. Timeout muna tayo dito sa ating 4th chapter. Final 2 minutes of this ball game. 66-32. Gandang agaw din ang ginawa dito. Side step move. Sepnyo again will deliver for Coach Mike Romero. Sepnyo all of a sudden here with already at 10 points. 10-point mark na rin. Double-digit output para dito kay Sepnyo. Interestingly, usual average na lang at 3 points per game.
Pero leading the fast break attack, no, si Sepnyo, and using his length to his advantage.
No, itong mga top scorers nila, just like Jacob Dupet in this game, usual average lang nila 3 points, pero ngayon, double-digit output. But itong syempre, very familiar na tayo with John Cedric Marquez. Double-double today's game, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Usual suspect yan for Coach Mike Romero. Kung walang Crispo Lavore, yan yung sa mga players na mataas yung average talaga per game.
Para siyang regular day in the office.
Meanwhile, Sepnyo again. Sabi na siguro, Adidaf, pinag-uusapan nyo na naman ako Opportunity again here for Antipolo GY Titans. This time, experiencing or feeling some contributions coming from Trabado, scoring his 7th point. And also 8 rebounds. What a performance as well for this young gunner. With the final 68 seconds remaining here, battle for the loose ball. Opportunity again here for Antipolo. JY Titan sidestep move.
Take turn sila no? My turn, your turn kind of basketball. Sepnyo naman. Drop pass.
Great dish coming from Sepnyo. You know, 40 seconds. Again, this game, during our first quarter, we saw some players, or I must say on the side of Batangas, they were really here for a better energy, especially dun sa ating first quarter. Two shots on the side of Antipolo GY Titans. Para dito,
No, that's Trabado.
Trabado.
CJ Trabado, no?
9 points here on this ball game.
Once again, no, Antipolo showing total domination. 43-point lead, make it 45. Everybody just chipping in for them. That was Reyes that time around. Adding to his total is Marquez. Antipolo once again, just really controlling this basketball on the defensive end, getting 30 steals today.
30 big steals for Antipolo. It's really something that we could be curious about. Dun sa 30 steals na yon.
From the start of the game until the end, no? Naka full court press talaga sila eh.
And at the end of this ball game, para sa ating 14 honor division, 80-33 po, nagwawagi pa rin itong Antipolo JY Titans.
And that will do it for this ball game in the 14 and under division. We will be moving on to the 16 and under bracket shortly, as we have the same cities, Antipolo and Batangas. 16 and under warming up right now as they get ready for our 8th game of this Sunday evening. Yes, it is already evening, 6:30 p.m. In a few moments, we will see game number 8. Pero yun nga, talking about this matchup, Antipolo Titans just really putting on a masterclass, coming up with 31 steals to end this. Checking the steals number, 32 steals for the Antipolo JY Titans. They have just done it all here today. On the other side, Batangas, they fought well in that first quarter, tried to keep up with them. The score was 11-8 at the first, pero when it reached the second quarter, Antipolo just turned it up and showed why they are the undefeated team here in the 14 and under division. Second quarter scoring 23-8, 15-point advantage there in the second quarter, and they just never looked back. Third quarter scoring 19-12, and even in the fourth and final quarter, 27-5, 22-point difference. Biggest difference in terms of quarter scoring coming in that fourth and final quarter. So Antipolo will now move to 6-0 as the top seed in the South Division. And let's send it over to Daphne Cristobal to interview our Chef's Magic player of the game.
Cedric, congratulations. Another double-double output ang pinakita mo para sa koponan ng Antipolo. But first, pag-usapan natin, 30 big steals ang pinakita ng team ninyo. And syempre, ito na 6th straight victory para sa inyong koponan.
Ayun nga po, kahit malaki po yung lamang namin, dumidepensa pa rin po kami. And kahit ayun nga po, yung lamang namin, kakaba. Sumunod lang po kami kay coach sa mga turo niya po. Kahit pagod na po kami, trumabaho pa rin po kami. And nagbunga naman po. Nakuha po namin yung pang-anim na panalo.
Gandang disiplina doon sa depensa na pinakita ninyo, Cedric. Baka meron kang gustong pasalamatan, batiin, go ahead.
Nagpapasalamat po kay Boss JY kay Mayor Jun Inares, kay Boss Rapi, sa lola ko lagi nakasuporta sa akin, kay Presi Pelayo po, saka sa mga tropa ko kay Paulo, kay Abu, kay Nas, saka happy birthday din po pala kay Abby Andaya. Ayun na po.
Again, Cedric, congratulations. Okay.
Sa shoutout din po pala sa teacher ko kay Ma'am May Salazar. Ayun lang po.
Again, Cedric, congratulations dahil ikaw ang ating Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game and also for helping itong Antipolo GY Titans for your 6th straight victory here in our tournament. Also, makikilala din po natin ang ating Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game and also our Don Benitez Assessment of the Game. Justin.
Well, thank you very much, Daphne Cristobal, with our best Chef's Magic Player of the Game. And huwag natin kalimutan, the Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game, Chris J. Trabado with 8 rebounds. A very efficient ball game para sa kanya. And Don Benitos, assist man of the game, Dwayne Christian Sepnyo. Not just scoring those fast break points, but getting those assists, sharing the rock with 4 assists. Coming up next, the 16 and under division, Batangas Tribu will face Antipolo GY Titans. We will be right back after a quick break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga